Everyone, I need to just speak from the heart here. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I've got to come clean. I had no idea I would get this far.
Yo, what's up? What's cracking, YouTube, man? It's been a minute, but I think it's about time I get back on here and turn this YouTube voice back on. So, if y'all didn't know, first of all, welcome to the channel, by the way, you know, it is. But if y'all didn't know, I spent the better part of this whole month just playing 2 games, and the biggest one obviously being Baldur's Gate 3. Finally got my hands on the PS5 version, and that's what we're here to talk about today. The game of the year contender. I'm gonna let y'all know what's up, how I'm rocking with it. Did I like it? Did I hate it? That type of thing, man. And I got some stuff to say, so we're gonna jump right into it. Again, welcome to the channel. I know I've been gone for a little minute, but you know, I had some things to take care of, but we cutting this YouTube voice on, and I'm about to jump right into this thing, so let's get it. Yes, sir. So Baldur's Gate 3, man, I gotta tell you, I've been hearing so much about this game even prior to the PS5 release, because as y'all know, or maybe if you didn't, you know, it released earlier on PC, and the game has basically went viral and just taken over. So I had to check it out, being a lover of RPGs and just being interested. Now, one thing about this game, before I get into the story and stuff, is that one is D&D inspired. D&D is Dungeons and Dragons, if you're not aware, of the tabletop game where you make your character, you design them specifically for the game. You play the game by manner of rolling dice. You have these dice, you get a certain number, and it's kind of a skill check. It lets you do stuff or not do stuff, and that's basically this game here. And the game's combat is basically that of D&D, to where you kind of have to think strategically, take your time, roll your dice, and it is turn-based. If you're not, familiar with the turn-based combat is basically where it's not in real time. You kind of have to stop, wait your turn, make your move. The enemies makes their move. It's back and forth. So this is important because I'm not used to turn-based combat. I'm pretty trash. I'm sandy cheeks, not in a good way. You already know how I'm rocking. Sometimes I'm just doo-doo garbage. I'm just dookie water. You feel me? So I say all this to say, this ties into my little story time. You know, my first 5 hours with the game, struggling, and that's what we're gonna get into first, right here, right now. Your boy got the game, hella excited. The first day that I got it, I booted it up. Didn't really know what to expect, but I stepped into this with an open mind. I did my research on the game, watched a bunch of YouTube videos and stuff like that, and was just ready to jump in, make my character, and experience the game. So when I first started, man, was just not used to the combat and everything. I was familiar with how it worked on paper. I knew that you had to roll your dice when you attacked or when you did stuff, and if you got a certain number, it'll let you successfully attack or do whatever you got to do. But playing through the game, the combat did not click with me right away, to the point that the first 5 hours were just very much a struggle. You know, I played and I got through the tutorial to the actual first area, and I was struggling a lot when it came to combat, so much so that I thought about starting another character, had to look things up, and even thought about just like quitting. Mind you, I'm playing this game on the easiest difficulty, still struggling. So, I had to really take my time, dig my feet in, and just learn the combat. So it just took a whole bunch of practice. And eventually, after breaking through that first 5 hour mark, finally started to get the hang of it, was able to find out how to respec my character. That's basically when you change your character classes, and that's when I started having fun for real, because once you get the hang of the combat, that's when the package really starts to come together. But now that all of that's out the way, what is Baldur's Gate? Well, Baldur's Gate is essentially, like I said earlier, action role-playing game where it's based off of Dungeons and Dragons. It takes heavy inspiration from that tabletop game, And essentially, in the nutshell, you build your character or you select from pre-built characters that the game has, and it starts you off on this alien ship because you're kidnapped by these aliens that are basically called mind flayers that put this little nasty, little wiggly, squiggly thing in your eye to kind of make you one of them because that's how they reproduce. So the whole game takes place after you are rescued in a way, and the ship crashes and you get off, and you still have the squiggly wiggly in your eye, and you're basically on a big epic adventure to find out how to get this thing out of your head before you turn into a big nasty sticky icky squid monster. Now this is just layman terms in a nutshell. I'm definitely condensing it because there's way more to the story and everything, and that's part of the greatness of this game, right? This game is huge, it's massive, a bunch of choices. Every choice you make matters, and it affects the game, the people around you, how you interact with the people around you, the stuff in the world, what happens. This game is epic, and it's choice galore. So far I've only made it to the end of the first chapter of the game, and that took me around 20-ish hours. But this is going to be something I'm playing through the whole year to finish, and I'm probably going to be playing way more of, so I'll probably make some more videos. But so playing this game, man, has been crazy. This game definitely gives me OG BioWare vibes. I'm talking Dragon Age, old Mass Effect. Like, everything that you do seems to have an effect on the world and the stuff that happens to you, and it's cool because there's so much in the game that is unique to you and your character and the decisions that you make. You'll see a lot of stuff happen that a lot of other people might not see in their playthrough and things like that. And the game is so massive and so full of these choices and consequences and effects that when you're playing the game, sometimes you don't know what is going to happen or like what new stuff you're going to see. And that's with companions, that's with enemies, that's with the world itself. I mean, me playing the game, I have countless stories, just me beating the first chapter, you know, everything from fighting werewolves, like blowing people up with barrels, just like crazy stuff. It has everything that I used to love as a kid playing those OG BioWare games like Mass Effect and Dragon Age, and even stuff like Fallout and things like that, where you're making these decisions and you're seeing the world change like right in front of you, and the things that you do come back to bite you in the ass or maybe help you out. And it would not be a game like this without romance options, and you already know your boy is a hopeless romantic, so they already had me by the heartstrings, no pun intended, when they put the romance options in this game. And that being said, all the companions in the game are just big hornballs, bro. They're just ready to go. They're just DTF. They're just ready to jump your bones at a moment's notice, and I'm here for it. But voice acting, character design, level design, everything feels fresh and interesting, and it's really cool to explore the world and not know what you're gonna see going forward. And you could tell this game is built for heavy replayability, hundreds and hundreds of hours just on your first playthrough, not to mention playing it with friends because it is co-op, or running through it again with a completely new character, stuff like that. The only negative things that I can think of playing this game are, on the PS5 version at least, just a little bit of lag, a little bit of slowdown, small things as far as like pop-in and things like that, just stuff on the performance side. It takes a little bit to load in or reload a save, things like that, but it's not too bad. It's not that noticeable. You're running around and you're saving a lot, either with auto saves or you saving manually, which highly recommend because this game is crazy and you want to definitely keep those saves on file. Sometimes the autosaves can get crazy if you don't change some of the settings. Just little things like that, small hiccups that hinder the game just a bit. But other than that, I really haven't ran into any real big issues or big bugs. Like, there might be some here or there. Mind you, like I said, I'm only like 20 hours in, getting done with the first chapter, so I have to make more videos in the future. But for now, those are pretty much the only downsides as far as me playing the game and having any issues or problems. So that's good, man. Otherwise, this game is it's a slam dunk. It's a home run, you know. But hey, man, I just wanted to make a real quick fun video giving y'all the rundown on my little month, my little 20 hours with Baldur's Gate. Definitely gonna be playing more, trying to finish the game and getting more content to y'all. So if you stuck it out with me up to this point of the video, I really appreciate y'all. Leave a like, leave a comment, all that good stuff, man, and stay tuned for more, because your boy got way more to come. I'm coming back with a bunch of content. But for right now, man, I'm about to turn this YouTube voice off, and just like that, man, I'm gone.